Hello. So today's lesson is congruency. Congruency it's a topic that I feel like it's challenging to a lot of learners, but it's a very easy question or a very easy topic. So when you look into congruency, that it talks about equal sides, it talks about equal angles. So most of the things that you will be dealing with congruence is that it talks about equal sides, pardon my handwriting, and then equal angles. So in this equal sides and equal angle, what I got to realize about congruence is that it's talking about the three types of triangles. So in the three types of triangles that it's talking about is that it will have your right angled triangle, and then it will be having your what, equilateral triangle, and be having your what, your isosceles triangle. So congruence actually it's having this it's having this three reasons, because now when you prove congruency you must have a conclusion to say that is this triangle a right angle triangle, or is this triangle an equilateral triangle, or is this triangle an isosceles triangle. So in the right angle the triangle, you are having this reason RHS. So RHS says that right angle the triangle. It means that in the triangle we must be having what I call this the toilet seat. We must be having a toilet seat. So once you see a triangle with the toilet seat, it means that the congruency reason that you must be using is what is RHS. So every time you're having a toilet seat, you must think of RHS as your conclusion to prove the congruence of the two triangles that you might be given. So the first one, the R here, it represents something. R represents what? Right angle. So right angle is what? It's equals to 90 degrees. So it means that the R here, it represents right angle. In this sense, if ever here the triangle is A, B, C. So if the triangle is A, B, C, so when you are proving the R, which is the right angle, you must name the right angle. Which one is the right angle? You can either say CBA or ABC. So the right angle here can be what? ABC, which we want what, angle B, because the 90 degrees of the toilet seat is what is on angle B. So the word of right angle triangle of congruence is that the first letter that you must deal with when you are proving is that you must first mention what, the right angle. So then after mentioning the right angle, so you must what, the H now is your what, your hypotenuse. So your hypotenuse, it is what? It is your longest side of the triangle. So there are ways that you can identify a hypotenuse. Let's say you are having a triangle like this. Let me draw an unusual triangle. Yes, upside down. So if ever you're having a triangle like this, there are ways that you can identify a hypotenuse. Is that you see this toilet seat here, it gives you a clue on how to identify the hypotenuse. Is that you can draw an imaginary line. So where this line points, it means that this side from here to here, it becomes your what? Your hypotenuse, your longest side. So it means that for you to prove the right angle triangle congruency, you must first do what? Mention your right angles, and then after you identify your hypotenuse and you mention your hypotenuse, and then on the S, you must mention what? You will be either given what, equal sides or what, common sides. So on the S, you will either be given, the triangle that you will be given will either have what, this kind of a symbol. This symbol means that this one is equal to this one. It's either you have to mention the equal side, or the one of common side is that you will be given a triangle like this, So AB is common for this triangle and AB is common for this triangle. So it's either you're given a triangle like this. Here you'll for the S you'll use common, but if ever the triangles are separate, one thing that they will give you in the exam room is that they will give you equal sides. So you must put on to the equal side. So that's how you prove congruence of a right angle the triangle. So the other triangle that you will be proving is this one of equilateral. So but then what do we know about equilateral triangle? Equilateral triangle, we know this. We know that it has what? All sides are equal. And then all angles are equal. So that's an equilateral triangle. So its property is that as a triangle, all sides are equal. And then equal sides subtend equal angles. Means that when the sides are equal, even the angles are equal. So once all sides are equal, it means all angles are equal. So for this one, we are having all sides are equal. How many sides do we have in a triangle? It's 3 sides. So for this one, the reason for equilateral triangle, or the conclusion for equilateral triangle, is that you will have what? S as your reason, because all sides are equal. And then for all angles are equal, you will be having what? A. Since it's a triangle, it will have 3 sides and it will have 3 equal sides. So when you're having 3 equal angle, the conclusion of that triangle is what? An equilateral triangle. If you have 3 equal sides, the conclusion of that triangle to prove congruence is what? Equilateral triangle. So we have this the last one, which is the interesting one, isosceles triangle. So you must look into the properties of an isosceles triangle. What are the properties of isosceles triangle? Is that here now it's not all sides, but what? 2 sides are equal. So first we must look into this. Equal sides subtend equal angles. It means that when the sides are equal, the angles are equal. So here it's having 2 sides are equal. It also means that what? 2 angles are equal. So the conclusion for 2 sides are equal is that you have the sides 2 are equal and then 1 angle, and then the 2 angles are equal. You have what? Angle being equal and the side. So these are the reasons or the conclusion for your congruence, as simple as it is.